Good morning, Dr. Guy. This is Mark Resch. Just kind of getting back to you with some of the feedback that you provided me. I kind of went in and made some changes to the problem statement and research questions. I'm going to record this video and send it back to you. Just get some of your thoughts and go from there. So I'm going to kind of go over some of the changes I made in chronological order of the paper, hopefully touching on each thing that you gave me feedback on. The first was the running header, which APA no longer uses. I took that out. The next kind of area of focus was the problem statement. In your feedback, you said it didn't really seem clear that there was like a concrete problem statement and that the research questions really weren't linked to that. Before I get too far ahead of myself, you also mentioned about a lack of a thesis. I did add a thesis to the problem statement end of the first paragraph. Social and emotional learning programs are an essential component for the proper development of all youth, and as such must be properly researched. So I did add a thesis. Going back to the problem statement and research questions, kind of the way that I had structured this previously is, as you indicated, it almost seemed like it was coming from a quantitative approach, where I was suggesting that we needed to use an SEL program and measure its efficacy through the use of tools. So I kind of modified some of the language as it relates to the problem statement and then the research questions. Based on some of the research that I came across in which other SEL programs were examined, the Jesse Lewis Choose Love program, Fulfill the Dream program, which was another one, the Story Path program, and then the Strong Teens curriculum. I indicated that the gap in research is that each one of these research studies suggests that other programs, other SEL curriculums and programs need to be evaluated, and that evaluation needs to be based on the effect that these programs have on classroom culture and student well-being. So I kind of went back into each of the literature pieces and gave a better synthesis of what each of those future recommendations were. And that was that more programs need to be investigated to really measure the impact that they have in the classroom. So kind of as such, I reworked the research questions to more of a perception-based outcome. So here they are. Before it was more like, measuring behavior and measuring empathy and how would you do that. Now it's more about the implementer of the program, their perception regarding student coping skills, pre and post program. Implementers' perceptions regarding classroom behaviors, pre and post program. Implementers' perceptions regarding student compassion. And then the last one was classroom community. And then I suggested that these things would be measured in the 5th grade in particular, which this Kid Grit SEL program is designed to be implemented in, and it's going to be implemented in the school in which I work, regardless of if I do this study or not, starting in September. Another point you raised was timelines. The Kid Grit program is 12 lessons that are implemented over a 12-week period. So this program is going to start in September of 21 and run through December of 21. So the time frame isn't too lengthy. It's about a 3-month period to track really the efficacy of this program and the impact that it has in the classroom. I said that data would be gathered through pre and post staff surveys regarding each of the 4 components, classroom observations that I would complete, and also interviews based on the implementers of the program, who are going to be classroom teachers. Another point that you had raised was in regards to um, permissions to conduct the study. After checking with the Board of Ed and administration, the only permission that I would need in order to do this study would be through the Board of Education. I wouldn't need individual students' permission or parents' permission um, to kind of track the program and how effective it is. Um, I would be able to submit over the summer for board approval and get that taken care of before the program starts in September. Um, Let me just go through my notes real quick to make sure that I didn't leave anything out. I think I hit most of the things that you had mentioned. Um, if you could, check this out, check out what I kind of stated. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you're thinking. I would love to be able to resubmit this and hopefully carry this research study regarding this particular SEL program, the Kid Grit program, um, in the fall. All right. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon. Bye.